Pete Waterman's greatest success stories. She started off as a little girl in Neighbours and became the same size but enormous in pop music. Kylie Minogue. How did you become a singer?
I was in Neighbours and there was a benefit concert for a football team. I don't even follow football. And we all had such a brilliant time. We raced backstage and were in a frenzy saying, oh, we've got to do another one, what can we do? Who knows what, I mean, the show was going on as we were talking, so, and I said, well, what about Locomotion? I know the words and the band must know it's an old song, so we did an impromptu version of Locomotion.
Like all good pop fairy tales, someone heard it, recorded it, and it was Australia's biggest hit for 10 years.
Everybody's doing a brand new dance now. Come on, baby, do the Locomotion. I know you'll get to like it if you give it a chance now. Come on, baby, do the Locomotion. My little baby says you can do it with me. It's easier than learning your ABC.
After that, I recorded with Stockett and Waterman over here, which was quite a disastrous trip. I came for about a week or 10 days, was completely ignored up until about the last day, and I recorded I Should Be So Lucky virtually on the way to the airport, back home.
It was done in an hour, wasn't it?
It was done very quickly. I wasn't known here at that stage. I think I had not long been on Neighbours. Things were different then. I caught the bus that time and I did all the tourist trips around London. I had nothing to do. The publicity machine took over and I was very lost in the midst of it all. Basically trying to do a series, turn up on time, know your lines, perform well, is hard enough without... then I started recording, so there was a bit of conflict there. I was doing videos on the weekends, losing my voice, sick all the time. I can't believe how hard I worked. I would be hard-pressed to do that now.
You do sound as though in the early days you were just charging along like a sort of mad bull.
Yeah.
And nowadays you're pretty much together and you're controlling it.
As together as I can be. I mean, if I knew what my next move was, I could be very together. But I don't know if the next song's going to be a hit. I don't know. There's a lot of things I don't know, a lot of aspects about... I like to take it one day at a time. My manager has great difficulty pinning me down to do things.
Well, if we can leave the pop star alone and talk to you just as a woman for a moment, any fellas that you look at and fancy to death at the moment?
Well, let me see. I did see My Own Private Idaho the other day. Wasn't that impressed with the movie, but the 2 stars are worth seeing, put it that way. For your information, that's River Phoenix and Keanu Reeves. So, yes, I can get all kind of fluttery-eyed when I go to the movies as well.
Well, that's nice.
Yeah, it's very nice.
Some claim that Kylie's affair with In Excess lead singer Michael Hutchence helped her take control of her life. How she worked, what she recorded, and how she looked. The papers are always picking up on the new raunchy image.
Incredible. I've had so many new looks. Each time it's like the new Kylie's grown up. Give me a break.
Do you see yourself as raunchy?
No. Raunchy is such a press word. It really annoys me. I mean, fancy. Sure, if I'm in videos or in photos, I more or less take on another persona. I mean, it's not... I'm not like that when I get up in the morning. I'm not like that when I'm out with friends.
But on some of the pictures, you are very sexy. Do you like looking sexy?
Yeah, I think any woman does. It's fun. People are always very, not superficial, but they tend to look at one angle, and they don't look at the other facets of that picture or that song or that video. It's like, oh God, she's got black, sexy-looking things on. Let's just say she's raunchy. It's like with my concerts, completely omitting the fact that it was an hour and a half, there was lots of fun. People in the audience loved it. I had a great time on stage. The show was over before I knew it. Doing old songs in my show was fun. It was really, I enjoyed it. The crowd, they love that song. And if they're happy, then I'm happy. It's a fun show. My videos, I think, are still fun, and I certainly haven't lost all my innocence, and would hate to.
Fame does bring some really nice things, like money for a start, quite often, and also meeting other very famous people. Have you sort of had to pinch yourself from time to time when you're talking to someone incredibly famous?
Yeah. One occasion was the John Lennon tribute, and I felt very out of place because I was the only pop representative. There was people like Natalie Cole, Lou Reed, Lenny Kravitz. I mean, very credible people.
Why do you feel out of place? Do you not see yourself as being credible? You said they were credible. Do you not see yourself as being
Yeah,
credible?
this was about 1.5 years ago, and it was very much a turning point for me. And it wasn't just my imagination, it was the audience. When I came out, there was like half of the audience cheered and half of them went, because they were there to see, like, Lou Reed Man, or they just weren't interested in seeing a little item of pop on the stage, some kind of light, fluffy stuff. But it turned out really well.
Do you think you're winning those people over?
Yeah, slowly.
Is that
Either that or I did before, but they wouldn't admit it.